Welcome and thank you for attending our webinar today. As Chris mentioned, during the demos, I will go through two scenarios today. The demos are bluemaps implementations for two fictitious companies, a grocery store operating only in US, and a chemical manufacturer with global clients. The demos we're going through today are available on the internet, so you can contact us to get a username and password to review the demos yourself too. Earlier in the presentation, Chris mentioned user-friendly interfaces, ease of use, and visualization as key trends in BI. During the demos, we will try to show you how a very familiar interface, Google Maps, can be used to visualize business data and improve your business decisions. What you see on the screen now is a typical scene from a bluemaps implementation. Most of the screen is covered by a Google Maps view. That's the area we use to visualize business data. On the left side, we have the business control panel, and on the top we have the menu bar that has basic controls for most of the applications. For instance, you can use map types on the menu to change the type of the map to a simple type or terrain, satellite, depending on your needs. And obviously, as this infrastructure totally works on Google Maps, you can zoom in at any level to a specific area. For now, let's zoom out to US and switch to our street map. And start with the first panel on the left. The first panel is the sales overview panel. The fictitious grocery store, Bluemart, operates over 5 sales regions over US. And the first panel on the left lets you analyze the sales based on these regions. Let me start by selecting the first one, sales by state. Right now, we're looking at total sales at each sales region, at each Bluemart sales region. And the size of the pie chart is proportional to the total sales, and each slice represents the sales at each state. So in the southeast, we can see Alabama is leading. In south region, Colorado seems to be leading. Now we want to drill down a bit on this information. In bluemaps, you can click on any visualization on the map to get detailed information. So right now, I have clicked on the pie chart, southeast pie chart, and I'm looking at a detailed report showing the sales with the numbers giving me last year's sales, last year year-to-date sales, and this year year-to-date sales, and the change at each state. If you're familiar with Cognos, you might notice that this is a typical look and feel of a Cognos report, because the report we are looking at right now has been pulled out of Cognos and has been integrated with bluemaps. Now let me select the second option, the 3-year sales trend. Right now we are looking at how sales have been doing for the last 3 years with a bar chart visualization at each region. And similarly, if I click on the bar chart for the West, a report pops up displaying what has been happening for the last 3 years. So we can use the sales overview panels to provide, to give us a basic sense of what's happening at each region for Bluemart. Now let's look at the actual business locations and try to see where they are located on the map. Bluemart has 3 types of stores, and as I start checking these checkboxes, we show, Bluemaps shows these locations on the map. So I mark the store territories, the distribution centers, and the regional headquarters. Let's zoom into Colorado, California, and see what's happening there. So we have a couple of stores over there, and when I click on one of those stores, we pull up another report showing us the basic information about that store. And clicking on the headquarters reveals a different set of information with some basic information, showing us the region VP, the number of stores in the area, number of store employees, etc. In this view, we have this plus sign. The plus sign can be used to get detailed reports about a specific location or about a specific business metric. Right now, we're not looking at any business metric, but in this implementation, clicking on the plus sign for a headquarter brings up accounting reports for that headquarter. So we have the income statement in the first tab. We can see the balance sheet, the cash statement, and the organizational chart. Obviously, all of these reports and all the control panel on the left are customizable for your requirements and for your needs. bluemaps basically provides a platform to enable any map-based visualization, and all the business metrics, all the reports over there you see on the screen in the demo can be customized based on your requirements in a bluemaps implementation. So let's look at some sales metrics now. I want to go to US levels again and view some of the sales metrics we have. The first sales metric is a crucial metric for sales analysis. It gives us a comparison between last year's sales to date and this year's sales to date. So we can see if our sales is increasing or decreasing. On the lower left of the control panels, we have a legend, and bluemaps uses this area to display the legend for all the visualizations. So right now, we can see that if a sales growth in an area is less than 0%, if the sales is decreasing, the area, the sales district, or the store is colored in red. If the growth is between 0 and 2%, it's yellow. And if it's more than 2%, it's green. So let's focus on Colorado and do a bit of detailed analysis. We see there are bluemaps has 6 stores in Colorado, and the total sales in Colorado has a quite high growth. It's green, but half of the stores are red. So we're decreasing sales in 3 of our stores, and only 1 store is actually increasing its sales. To go into details about this business situation, we can simply click on the map and click on Colorado. It brings up a report showing us the sales for in each store in Colorado. So we can see that like the smaller stores, that the stores with lower total sales are decreasing their sales, while stores with higher total sales are generally increasing their sales. So in this business case, it might be a good idea to merge or close some of the smaller stores in the area. But in this view, we have the plus sign, so we can have more detailed analysis. We can go through a sales distribution by departments report for Colorado. We can look at a comparison of the sales by each department. We can see the average trend, what the trend was for the last 12 years, 12 months, and we can compare the actual numbers we have, actual sales, with the forecast.